Hi guys, in this lecture you will be learning data members, what are the data members of the class and the class object. So first of all, I'm going to tell you little detail about the class. The class is a blueprint, or in other words, it is just a template or the sketch model. When we declare the class, so it cannot occupy any space in the memory. When we declare the object of the class, so it occupies the space in the memory. So now here I have already created this project and now I am gonna create the class. Click on this icon, tick this box to create main, and here is the person. And here is the class is created. This class cannot occupy any space in the memory. And now first of all I'm going to discuss the data members. So first of all, what is the data members of the class? The data members, I am going to give you an example. Every person in this world have the age, every person have a name, every person have the specific address, city, country. So all these things are called the data members or attributes of the person. So now these data members are just same. Here is the class name is person. So person have the data member name, so I'm gonna declare a variable of name, and then I'm gonna declare a variable of age. Data members, or in other words, are the variables. Data members are the variables. So now I'm gonna declare another variable here, write the comma, and here city. So now these are two different variables. This is name and this is city. Both are of type string. You can declare the data members as many as you want. It is not a good programming practice. You have declared so many irrelevant data members. Only declare those data members who are related to your class, or you need, or declare those data members that you want. And now I am going to give the values to these data members, and here in the class you cannot write the data members value like this. You cannot able to give the values to the data members directly in the class. Here you see that here is the error, because we give the value directly to the data member in the class. It is not legal because the class is just a model. The class have not any memory, and we are gonna give the value to this data member. Give this value through the object. First of all, we need to declare the object, and we have to give the value in the main. First of all, declare the object. So what is the object? The object is an instance of the class. When we declare the object, so all the data members become the member of the object. Object have its own variant of the data members. And now here I'm going to declare the object. First of all, write the person. Object is always declared in the class, in the main. And first of all, write the class name person, and then you are able to write any name of the object. I am going to write p1, and then equal, then new, then person, then parentheses, and then semicolon. So this is the statement of declaring and initializing the object. Here you see that in this statement we declare the object, and in this new person statement we give the memory to the object. So now all the data members is become in this object, and now I'm gonna give the value to the data member which is in the p1 object. Here first of all write the p1, then dot, then name, and then write equal, and then it is a string, so I'm gonna save the string in it. So this is the way of giving the value to the name data member that is in the p1. And then here is the p1 dot name, and here is here I'm gonna give the value to the age, and here remove this. 5 and then semicolon. So this is the way to give the values to the data members of the P1 object. You cannot able to write directly the name of these data members. You have to write the object name because these data members are related to this object. And now I'm gonna output the values of these objects. Here I'm gonna write p1.name, so it prints the value of the name. Here is the value of the name. Here you see that. And you can also execute with the control plus F11 shortcut. Here you see that it execute. So now this P1 object have their own variant. If we create the second object, so the second object have its own variant, and the second object have their own data members and have their own values. So now here I'm gonna create the second object, copy this statement, so now here I'm gonna make it P2, and now I'm gonna give the values to the data members of the P2. Now P2 have their own data member of name and age. P2 dot name is equal to Fahad. So now I'm gonna print the name of second object and p2 dot name, and let's print it. And here you see that the first object, that is p1, have the string sdf random text, and p2 dot name have the value Fahad. So every object have their own variant of the data members, and you can store different values in the different objects. And if you have any problem in my lectures, so kindly at the discussion on Udemy, I will help you as much as I can. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. The next video is about the methods. The method is also the important part of the class. First part is the data members and second thing is the method. Let's see the method in the next lecture.